This is a true story from 1989, a chilling experience shared by someone who lived through it. Names and some details have been changed, but the terror was very real. Mike Thompson had moved to Queens, New York, for a steady job with the transit authority. His wife Lisa and their 2 young sons, Ethan, age 4, and little Tyler, age 2, were still back in upstate New York. After months apart, Mike decided it was time to bring his family to the city. He found a cheap room for rent in an old 2-story house in Jamaica, Queens. The landlords were an elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Rossi. They asked for 2 months' rent in advance. Mike paid without hesitation. The house was just 1 block from his sister-in-law's place, so family support was close by if he had to work late. The layout was simple, a big open yard out front with maple trees and some old patio chairs. The Rossis lived downstairs on one side. There was a side room that stayed locked. It belonged to their son, who worked in California and rarely visited. Upstairs was a narrow hallway with 2 rooms, one always locked, and the other was the one Mike rented. No private kitchen or bathroom. The bathroom was downstairs near the landlord's quarters, and they set up a small cooking area in their room. Mike's sister-in-law had warned him that upstairs room has a bad reputation. People don't stay long. But Mike was practical. Low rent, close to family, he ignored the warning. They moved in during February 1989. At first, everything seemed normal. The Rossis were friendly, happy to have neighbors since their son visited so rarely. But Lisa felt uneasy right away. She sensed something heavy in the air, like eyes watching them. She blamed the stress of the move. One evening, while Lisa cooked dinner near the open door, with just a curtain for privacy, she saw a shadow pass across it. Someone walking past their room toward the locked room next door. She rushed out to check. The door was shut tight. No one there. When Mike got home late from work, she told him. He said it was her imagination, and they went to bed. But that night, Lisa heard slow footsteps pacing in the hallway. The next day, while she washed clothes downstairs, little Tyler napped upstairs. Suddenly, 4-year-old Ethan came running down screaming, "Someone's sitting on the bed next to Tyler, talking to him." Lisa ran up. Tyler was sitting there, giggling, staring at empty space like someone was right in front of him. She grabbed both boys and fled downstairs. The landlady just shrugged, maybe he saw a cat. Lisa didn't believe it. She took the kids to her sister-in-law's house for the rest of the day. More strange things happened. Lisa felt the bed sheet slowly pulled off her while she napped. Then came a deep, angry growl from the small window overlooking the narrow alley behind the house, impossible for anyone to reach from outside on the 2nd floor. One night, Mike sat at the old desk near that window to write a letter home. No cell phones back then. Suddenly, knocking on the window. Thinking it was a burglar, he grabbed a broom handle, banged on the glass, and yelled, "Get out! We're home, we'll call the cops." The knocking stopped. But the air turned thick and heavy. He pulled back the curtain, and saw her. A young woman is floating outside the window. Eyes wide and glowing, hair across her pale face. She stared straight at him and whispered furiously, "Get out! Leave now, or I'll kill you all." Mike's blood ran cold. He bolted from the room, locked the door, and ran to his sister-in-law's house. He didn't tell Lisa the full story, just said he got spooked being alone. The next morning, he told the Rossis, "We're leaving. Give us back most of the deposit, we've only been here 9 days." The old couple begged them to stay, even suggested sending Lisa and the kids back home for a couple of weeks while Mike remained. Mike refused. They packed up that same day and moved in with family while looking for a new place. Later, Mike asked neighbors about the house. The locked room had belonged to the Rossi's daughter, Maria, in her early 20s. She'd fallen in love with someone her parents hated. Desperate and heartbroken, she took her own life in that room. The Rossis were so ashamed and angry, they barely held a proper funeral. Her spirit never left. Neighbors said other tenants had bad luck, too. One family moved in after them. Their teenage son was flying a kite on the roof one day, and fell. He swore someone pushed him hard from behind. The injuries were fatal. He didn't survive. Mike and his family never went back to that house. Years later, with Mike now gone, Ethan, the boy who lived through those terrifying weeks, still remembers every detail. If you've ever experienced something like this, share it in the comments or send it to me, anonymous if you prefer. Thanks for listening, and stay safe out there.